Hello everyone, and I am back. And today I'm bringing you, or back here I am for the first time, but I'm bringing you Fire Emblem Sword of Seals, or Binding Blade, or whatever the official name is. This is, I think, a fan translation of the Japanese game because I'm pretty sure Roy's game was only ever Japan only. This is the game with Roy in it, so yay for that. So, next up, yeah, this is an emulator because fan translation. So that does mean the occasional lag spike and a random message in the bottom right. So, new game. I tried this before, but yes. Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. Alright, so Men and Dragons. What is Fire Emblem? Fire Emblem is a turn-based tactical role-playing game made by Nintendo, because Nintendo's the best, and you should all know that by now, where you move your units around the board and try and kill everyone else's units. It's a lot more complicated than that, such as weapon types, weapon ranks, and a whole bunch of stats. There's also promotions, and movement ranges and accuracy. So it's like Pokemon with human characters. Oh, and also permadeath. Anyways, the people of the continent Elib have been spreading technology and civilization for some time now after the dragons had been defeated in the Scouring. In the west resides the kingdom of Etruria, which has the highest level of civilization in the Elib. The kingdom of Bern, with a powerful military and a practical and pragmatic attitude about life, is located in the east. These are the two strongest nations in Elib, and the lesser nations are located between them. There's the Lycian Alliance, not the Rebel Alliance, the Lycian Alliance, which is under joint relationship of various Marcuses, which are this world's kings. The people of the Night Union of Ilia are hard at work cultivating the snowy wastelands in the north. In Sakai lives various clans which ride through the plains on horseback. Although there were occasional clashes between nation-states, there was a general sense of balance of power and peace in the League. However, that balance was suddenly disrupted. Dun dun dun! King Zephiel, ruler of the Kingdom of Bern, has sent his forces out to conquer the rest of Elib for no reason. And now he's going to conquer Lycia and Sakai, I believe, or Ilia and Sakai, and kill everyone and take the countries. So it's like Risk right now, except we don't ever actually get to play the Risk version. This is just plot. And now it's going to invade Lycia, which is terrible because that's where Roy is. If you played Smash, you've probably at least heard of Fire Emblem. Maybe Roy, depending on if you played Smash 4, kept up with the DLCs, or played Melee. But here is Roy. I'm not actually sure if this game was ever released in English. And he was a transfer student. And Eliwood, who is his dad, the lord of a previous game, which I may or may not get around to playing, is sick and therefore can't fight. And Lilina, who's the daughter of Hector, another lord from the previous game, which I may or may not play, has also traveled to Lycia with Eliwood, so they're all kind of meeting at the same place. And now comes the Knights, and Boris, who is Lilina's escort. And now they're getting there on the outskirts. And it's Chapter 1! I'm going to skip over most of this dialogue. I might leave enough time to read it, but it's kind of generic. So here is Faray, I'm assuming, and suddenly, bad guys! Boss, the residents of the castle have hidden themselves inside. Even Eliwood, the greatest knight in Lycia, can't beat an illness. Eh? I'll stop. Comment if you want me to actually do voice acting for some episodes. Alright, so getting ready to take on Burn and reinforcements. And now they're going to try and loot the castle with people still in it. But suddenly a bad guy. And he breaks the village, which is terrible. And here's Merlinus, we'll get him soon. And there's Elliewood, who's saying if he wasn't sick, he'd teach him a lesson. And now Lilina's hiding, or Lilina's saying she can fight. And Elliewood's saying, oh, I won't know what to say to your dad if you died, not, I don't know what I'd feel about you if you died. Which is funny, although I guess Elliewood and Hector are good friends, so it's acceptable and all that. And now Merlinus is sending a messenger, which is Lance, I believe. And Lance is cool. More bad guys, and even more bad guys, and we have to fight all of these bad guys with 6 units. Technically 4, because I'm not using 2 of them. Here's Lance, he's a Cavalier. Cavaliers are basically your Knights in Shining Armor, or the low form of them. And that is Alan, who's the other Cavalier. Now, because there's something in Fire Emblem called the Red and Green Cavaliers, where the Green Cavalier is often the less powerful, but more accurate one, and the Red Cavalier is the more powerful, but less accurate one. And I'll be using both, because it's always good to have Cavaliers. And then here's Boars, he's a Knight. Knights move slowly, don't have as much movement space, but they tank a lot of physical hits. I'm not going to be using Boars because I personally don't like them. Even though I haven't played very far in this game. So Roy's wearing out Lilina, and here's Wolt. Wolt is an archer. Archers wield bows only. They can only attack from 2 spaces away. Not 1, which I'll explain spaces when we get there. They can't attack up close though, so if someone attacks them up close, they can't fight back. In response, your opponent usually can't fight back unless they've got a ranged weapon. Here's Marcus. Marcus is, for those of you who played Fire Emblem Awakening, the Frederick of this game. Basically, he's super overpowered in the early game, but he's useless because he levels up slowly. So he's useless by the end, and I am not going to be using him. So I'm just going to have Boris and Marcus. Oh yeah, and Roy. Roy is a Lord. Lords are important because if they die, run out of HP and die at any point in a level, yeah, just ignore the rope battery message. I can't really stop it. But I wanted to play this game for you guys, so there you have it. Now, next up, I'm just going to send Lance out to attack this guy with Iron Sword. The green arrow up there means that your weapon has higher accuracy, while the red arrow means your weapons have lower accuracy. Swords beat axes, it's like rock, paper, scissors. Swords beat axes, so like scissors beats paper. And then lances beat swords, so rock beats scissors. And then paper beats rock, so axes beat lances. And then there's also magic and bows, but those aren't affected by this weapon triangle. Otherwise it would be rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, which I don't know how to play. So, I forgot to explain movement again. Oh well. This guy's going to complain about reinforcements. And now we've just got to kill all these guys and take that spot where the guy who just spoke was. So that was our phase. Now this is their phase. They're going to move. And we basically have to stand still and take hits. That is our job. Stand still. And the hit is how likely you are to hit. Oh, you're already doubling? What? Nice job, Lance. DMG is how much damage you're doing, and crit is what % chance you have to get a critical hit, which will triple damage. Alright, you can go visit this house. You, guess what? Money is important! I just love that line. If you don't have it, your weapons will rust, and you can't fight without your weapons. So just... houses, these small ones, are just usually pointless. Villages, however, can get us everything from weapons to money to new characters. So, if we send Marcus here to this village, we will get 5,000 gold, which is good, because gold is used to buy weapons. And horse units can finish up their movement after they do something besides attack. Right, Walt. I'm not super sold on Walt, though. And he can kill this guy because Lance is actually doubling this time, unlike the last time I tried this game. So yeah, Wolt can just shoot things from far away. And Roy, you can finish this off so you can get experience. With your Rapier, exactly enough. Rapier is a good weapon because, well, basically it does more damage to armored units like boars. So these blue squares are how far you can move in a particular direction. Red squares are how far you can attack. If it's one space away, it means that you can only attack with a melee weapon. Exactly 2, like Wolt's are, and you can attack from, well, exactly 2 spaces away. And 1 and 2 means you can attack from 1 and 2 spaces away. There's certain weapons like the hand axe and the javelin, which are ranged weapons for swords and axes, which is nice. And Lance has already taken a hit. So Lance, just go up and finish this guy off with your sword, and just keep moving forward. I'll just have the other 2 get these houses. Because they're not important, I'm not going to use them. And now this bow guy's going to shoot Roy, which is terrible. So Roy, I've noticed, is pretty fast. So he might be able to double this archer. Yep. Not enough to kill unless he gets a crit. But, nope, no crit. So I will just send Wolt to pick off that archer. Well, I have the 2 cavaliers take off the other guy. So this game is pretty much just strategy at its finest, in my opinion. And now, well, not this game, but this whole series. And fire away. Now I'm going to send boars up to this house, who will explain about terrain. Certain terrains have different effects. Like forest lowers anything that tries to hit you's accuracy, but this goes for opponents too. And you're off by a space, so... Okay. Next up is item usage. The numbers beside the items detail how many times you can smack something with them before they break. Once they break, you have to get new ones. And now Lance, go up here. Only doing 8 because this guy is randomly fast. Oh no, you've been hit. Uh-oh. That's not good. I mean, you won't die unless there's a swarm of units up here. Alan, you also won't do enough, so... But you will dodge. So yeah, this game, just know your stuff. Anyways, now it's their turn, and there's more enemies. But Lance is going to take out that bandit, which is great, and eventually they'll level up. Leveling up works where you have a chance, it's different for every character, to go up each of the stats. I think it's something like HP, in Pokemon terms, HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed, luck, and one other. Con, which determines... Whoa, that was amazing. HP is your HP. Defense reduces damage from incoming physical attacks. Strength, I believe it is how strong your physical or melee attacks are, not magic. And then magic determines how strong your magic attacks are. And then resistance determines how much you take from magic attacks. Speed determines if you can move. If you can double your opponent. Doubling means you can attack twice. And the higher your speed is, the less chance you have of being doubled. So Boris, for instance, would get doubled a lot. Or because he's a knight and his class is very slow. He has a very good shot at being doubled quite a bit. Anyways, Alan, just go up here and hit this guy. And Lance, I want you to heal up. Do you have a vulnerary? I don't think you actually have a vulnerary, so... Item. Oh, you do. Alright, just heal up. Vulneraries heal 10 damage in this game. And just stay on the woods. And now last house, and then I can just leave these 2 behind. This woman's just going to have plot points. So, yeah, just some random plot exposition. You stay there, and Boris, don't move because you're pointless. Now it's going to move to the forest, so my accuracy went down from 94 or so last turn to 76. And then, I'm not sure what... Oh, there's no... Yeah, there is speed. And I'm not sure what skill does. I did a terrible job explaining this. Anyways, now we just need a lure. No, go away, shoo. Alright. Lance, do you think you can just stand here and take stuff? I know you can. And Alan, additionally, stand here and take stuff. And we'll just keep moving forwards. And bad guys are attacking. That one's going to hit, do 6. I'm going to do 9. Yep, double. But by leaving this guy with just enough, it means that another enemy can't move to take that spot. And this guy's going for Roy. Oh, he hit off an 18%, and critical hit. Critical hits triple your damage. You get a lucky shot, I get a lucky shot. And Roy's going to get an alright level up. And last guy, Walt, can just go over here and shoot this guy. Shoot him down. And now Walt's going to go up. So now I'm going to have... You, Lance, aren't doing quite enough, but oh well, I can forgive you. Just don't get hit. Thank you. Now, the guy sitting at the gate of the castle doesn't actually move. So I'm just going to go up here with Alan and whack this guy with... Yeah, Lance is actually doing more damage because he's doubling. Which is kind of funny. Anyways. And that's my turn. Now they'll attack. Oh, I moved Roy into danger. Crap! I'm so sorry, Roy. I didn't realize you were that low on HP. And I nearly failed and lost this entire thing. Now, you're gonna shoot Roy. You am not worried because archers generally don't do much damage. Too close. Way too close. Alright, well, you won't kill this guy. Well, just shoot for experience, I guess. Archers, just by virtue of being archers, will always be able to attack each other back. So now, Roy, just finish off this archer. So as long as I don't move Roy into that space right in front of... What's his face? How much HP? Yeah, you're fine. Damas. Then Roy won't be hurt. And he's complaining about how his men can't take on a whole bunch of random people. But they can't... Oh, whoa, Alan doubles too, even though he missed. Now, I believe the castle does additionally lower accuracy, which is why... Alright, just to throw... You missed. You missed twice! I guess I mean the accuracy out, but that's some really low accuracy. Now, because he's on the throne, he will heal up a bit. And now he will go for Alan. And miss again. So if Alan's and Lance are both doubling, yep, this should be relatively easy. I can just shoot with Walt and attack with Alan one more time. So Roy, just step to the side. Walt, fire away. Yeah, and now Alan should be good. Yep, 6 times 2. Watch him miss. So I have to... No, you did it. Nice job. And that's it. I'll probably just be doing a chapter per episode. So some of these episodes could get ridiculously long. But, oh well. And now I just need to wait for Roy to get on the throne. So, there, Roy, get on the throne. Conquer! We conquered our own castle! And now they'll just chat, and... Pretty much, the gist of this is Roy is going to fight Byrne because Elliewood's old and sick. And he can't go and fight with Hector, so it has to be Roy with Hector, although I don't think we get Hector. And then... Okay, so Lilina says magic, so I think she's a mage, which is cool. Alright, and now... Alright. Here comes the Byrne. So, mercenary group. And Merlinus, he's the convoy, which I'll explain next chapter. And now Boars is going to come with us, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be using Boars except to go get things from houses. And to occasionally wall hits. So I'll deposit all the stuff with Merlinus next chapter. And that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. I will be back probably next week with another episode of Fire Emblem Binding Blade, or Sword of Seals, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, see you then. Bye.